saznaje šta se u stvari njima desi.
Now, this is of course also a love story. It's in two dimensions, so to say, because these people who we meet when they were about 20 years old as lovers, but we understand also little by little that they never ever stopped loving each other. In the end, they must admit that they have lived together all their life, though on distance. So they have been in dialogue with each other. They have kind of been communicating with each other without seeing each other for more than 30 years.
Znači, to je ljubavna priča koju vidimo iz dve dimenzije. Mi ih upoznajemo, to dvoje ljudi, od kad su imali 20 godina. I saznajemo u toku knjige, otkrivamo da oni nikada nisu prestali da se vole. I oni u nekom trenutku priznaju jedno drugome da su u stvari, njih dvoje kao da su živjeli zajedno, ceo život nadaleko. Znači kao da su živjeli zajedno, a fizički nisu bili zajedno. Ali oni su sve vreme bili u dijalogu.
So, let us just go back to these 30 years. Who were these people when they were young, when they were in the beginning of the 20s? Now, they had no religious belief, neither of them. They had, however, a very, very strong conception of being part of a mystery. And they had a very strong common grief, sorrow, that this miracle we are experiencing we visit for just a very short time. And they had on the wall in their sleeping room actually a painting by René Magritte, the French painter from Belgium. And one of his motifs is this picture called the Castle in the Pyrenees. Anyway. This was also in the beginning of the 70s, when we had a very strong political movement in my country. And it was kind of forbidden thing to express amazement of existence. It was too conservative. It was kind of it was a social realistic period in the history of Norwegian literature. But these people were exceptions. They had their secret, they were combined in a common and kind of secret perception of being part of a great history.
Znači, da se vratimo sada 30 godina unazad, ko su bili ti ljudi sa svojih 20 i nešto godina? Znači, oni nisu bili religiozni, ni jedan od njih dvoje, nisu imali verska osjećanja. Imali su vrlo jak koncept, vrlo jako shvatanje toga da smo svi deo jedne velike misterije. I imali su zajednički bol, to jest zajedničku svest o tome da smo mi na ovom čudesnom svetu samo jedno kratko vreme. I živjeli su zajedno, imali su jednu sliku, fotografiju, sliku jednog francuskog, belgijskog umetnika koji se zove René Magritte, koji se zove Zamak u Pirinejima. I u tom periodu kada su oni bili mladi, to su 70-te, u našoj zemlji, u Norveškoj, to je sociorealistični period umetnosti i književnosti i tada je bilo zabranjeno, gotovo zabranjeno, izražavati čuđenje, izražavati iznenađenje postojanjem i čudom koje je život. A oni su bili različiti, oni su bili su se isti.
Well, but then they all of a sudden have not only one, but a couple of very special experiences. And they just have to try to find out what really, how it can be understood what they now experience. And they are then, the two of them, developing two completely different ways of looking at human existence. One of the man, Stein, he is, he remains a naturalist, like they both were in a way. His picture of the world is like, what the astrophysics tell us, what Darwin and natural science tell us. And for she also, she remained faithful to Newton and Darwin and Einstein, but she developed a very, very strong spiritualistic way of experiencing how it is to be a human being. She gets, because of these experiences, a very strong conviction that we are souls and our souls will actually survive our bodily existence. So this is a very strong, 30 years after, strong confrontation between two completely different ways of looking at human conditions, so to say.
Međutim, iako su krenuli sa istim stavovima u životu, oni onda imaju neka veoma specifična iskustva da bi se na kraju razvili u to da imaju potpuno različite shvatanja o tome šta je ljudska egzistencija, potpuno različite poglede na ljudsku egzistenciju. I muškarac, Stein, on ostaje prirodnim, potpuno ostaje veruje u prirodne nauke, u astrofiziku, u Darwina i samo to, dok žena, Zuzorić, ona također ostaje verna principima nauke, Einsteinu, Darwinu, ali ona usvaja duboko spiritualistički pogled na ljudski život i razvija jako ubeđenje da ljudi imaju besplatnu dušu koja će preživjeti naše telesno iskustvo. I na taj način dobijamo 30 godina žestoke konfrontacije između ovo dvoje ljudi po tom pitanju.
Now there are two reasons not to tell very much more about the story in the book. One reason is that I think that it's better to read the story so that I don't empty the story by telling about it. That's the one reason. The other reason is that also, I know that already some people have read the book. When I was signing the book in the bookstore, I understood that. So to talk about a book you have not read is not a good thing, and to talk about a book you have read is not a good thing either. So I have a few more ones.
Postoje dva razloga zašto vam neću više ništa reći o radnji i knjige. Prvi razlog je, mislim da je bolje da sami pročitate, ne želim da ispraznim priču za vas. A drugi razlog je, koliko sam shvatio od mnogih, kako sam čuo od mnogih čitalaca na potpisivanju, neki ljudi su još pročitali knjigu. Tako da onda nema smisla da vam ja pričam o toj. Znači nije dobro nekom pričati o knjizi koju nije pročitao, ali nije dobro ni pričati o knjizi koju je pročitao.
But what is a human being? This is a question. They are both of them eager to try to investigate through their new contact 30 years after they met in another epoch. Is a human being different from the leaves from the trees? When the fall comes, the leaves are falling down and it becomes dust and dirt and soil. Is a human being different from an animal? Is there any possibility that there is something that will survive? Something in us, within us, that will survive our physical or bodily death? They are completely disagree on these topics. But they are also approaching each other a little bit, because Stein, who is representing the naturalistic, scientific, rationalistic, approach, he takes up a discussion. He is investigating really like an astronomist, like a physicist. He asks the question, is consciousness a cosmic coincidence? I had the pleasure myself to discuss this with a lot of natural scientists. And they get embarrassed when I raise the question.